Hello everyone, this is Joe for Ellenhoven, and today we're going to do module 3 of our CashStreamMaximizer building a list and earning income online modules. And I'm going to, as always, I want to keep it short and to the point, but I'm very excited. I've got some real exciting stuff to show you. And what we're going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and go to screen share, and we're going to share everything here. First thing we're going to do, we're going to take a look at TrafficAdBar. And remember, the rules of engagement that I talked about is that we want to always use lead capture pages and capture those leads when we do our advertising. Now, as you recall, last week I showed you my TrafficAdBar account, and the last month, October, I normally like to get 30,000 visitors per month, and I was running behind. So I spent the last week, and you can see here, actually from around the 25th of October, I started working on my number of hits per day, and I've gone from about averaging about a little less than 500, and I'm up here around 1,700 per day. And then you can see in 18 days, 17 days, 25,000 visitors. Now, how did I do that? Is I added the TrafficAdBar link to all of my advertising pages. And let me show you how that works. Is you very simply, if you look at your TrafficAdBar, if you go to your websites, click on your websites, you'll see your list. And I'm an upgraded member, so I can have 20 sites. And if you notice, you can see the different sites that I'm advertising, and most of them are the instant commission sites. And this is the actual, in this case here, that is the, for Cash Traffic Machine, for example, that's the lead capture page, and then it adds an ad bar on the bottom, and you get this, and that's what I use in advertising. Now, let me show you what happens. So this is what I use as my link at Viral Mail Profits. So let's just go to Viral Mail Profits here for a second. I want to go here. If you look at templates, and you bring this down, my templates, and look at CashStreamMaximizer, and you open this up, and you'll see this TrafficAdBar link as the link, and then down below is the HTML text that I'll be using to send out ads. So I'm just going to show you that that's what I have in there in every case, is that TrafficAdBar link. And what it looks like is this is what the person sees when they click on the credit link for the ad that I'm sending out for CashStreamMaximizer. You see the TrafficAdBar link is here at the bottom, and every time that shows, I'm going to get credits, which they use to send visitors to my sites. And then Viral Mail Profits has a link up top, and you make money from this showing down here. You make money from this showing up here, and then naturally the object is to capture them as a lead. So they put their first name, last name, and email in there. You've captured them as a lead, and as soon as they do that, and when they click Find Out More, they're going to be taken to the your referral link at CashStreamMaximizer. So let's just go right over here now to Team Elite Home Businesses, and we're going to look at click Change Capture Page. I didn't want that to happen. Hang on one second. Log in. Okay, we're going to go to click Change Capture Page. And down here at the bottom, on the left-hand, right-hand side are all the folders. And I've added 3 for CashStreamMaximizer. And if you click on CashStreamMaximizer, it shows those 3. And this is the one right here we just looked at. And these are the other 2 that you can also use. What I do is I will use all 3 of those to see which one works best for me, and you should do the same thing. And if you click on that, that shows it, and then TrafficAdBar adds a bar at the bottom, and Viral Mail Profits adds a bar at the top, and so that's what the member sees. Now, what I want you to make sure you do is when you're doing the advertising, is you go to View Stats and look at your page views for either a week or a day or whatever, and it'll give you the conversions. Now, I want the conversions to always be more than 2%. 2% conversion is 1 opt-in for every 50 members that see it. And this is an ad for Viral Cash Multiplier, and it's running 2.1%. This is one for Team Elite Home Businesses, and I've just made some changes. And let's take a look at day and see if that's any better. We don't really have enough for today, so I'm just going to go back to the week. And I'm always trying to get that above 2%. And I sometimes get it, there's one at 2.3. I've seen it up to over 3%. And there's one that's running 12%. So that's your goal, is to always keep it above 2%. You keep it above 2%, you'll be doing extremely well, because some of the big time marketers are running 1 opt-in for every 500 views. And I'm telling you that I want you, and you should be able to run 1 opt-in for every 50 views, which is 10 times a better conversion than they're running, because they're running about 100 times more ads than you are, so they can afford that kind of conversion. Your goal is, and your job is, to keep your conversion level up. Okay, so let's just go back over that one more time. So I start with TrafficAdBar, and I take, let me just click on CashStreamMaximizer, and right there I'm going to click on that, and when it does, it opens up, and I simply put that lead capture page link right there and change it and make a few little statements about the ad, and then it generates this, and that is what I use at Viral Mail Profits. It's linked. Now, you do not want to ever delete these. You don't want to hit that trash can and delete these. You want to always keep this same link and simply change the URL here, because you're going to have a lot of advertising out there that goes to this link, and you don't want that link to be invalid. So you don't want to delete your TrafficAdBar links. You always want to change the URL that they're linked to. So that's what I do, and that's, if I go back to the dashboard here, you can see that I've made really good progress by just doing what I'm putting those links in there, and I'm up to getting close to the average in 2,000 per day, which would be 60,000 per month. So that would be great. And what will follow is you'll see this income for the month go up accordingly. And bearing in mind that I'm not advertising this site, I'm just simply using it to add that ad bar on the bottom. Plus, what I get from that is I get that plus going to be well over 30,000 visitors to my websites, because I'm trading those credits or visits. So now what we want to do is I'm going to go back here to viral mail profits and show you that where that link comes in one more time. And there it is. Not that one. There it is. That same link is right there. So when I create an ad, it puts the TrafficAdBar link, a bar on the bottom, which generates traffic and credits, and viral mail profits adds one on top, which also generates income for me at the same time. Now, so that is how you generate 30,000 visitors a month to your sites or more, just by going to TrafficAdBar and using generating TrafficAdBar links and using those links for everything that you're advertising, including your banners and your text ads. And we're going to go into great detail next week about how I change over 100,000 banners with one click. So that's coming next week. But so what I want to do now is I'm just going to go back to Hangouts, and I'm going to turn the share off for just a second. The last thing I want to talk about today is how to use subject lines to improve your email open rates. The rules of engagement, remember, use a lead capture page. The second rule that's just as important is use a dynamite subject line. Now, there's a tremendous article that just came out about subject lines, and I agree with it 100%, and I've seen it happen. There are some things to keep in mind about a subject line. A subject line has to grab them, because most of the time they're going to see a series of, just to show you, if I can here, well, that's okay. You just be a list of email subject lines is all they're seeing. So you've got to get their attention with that. Here are some really good methods, and you might want to just take notes here as I go along. First is use the word why in the subject line, like why list building is so important, why an autoresponder is so important, why 150% instant pay sites are so profitable. Things like that. Use the word why. Another one is always talk about a benefit. You can make statements about increase your earnings by such and such percent. Statement of a benefit to them. Always talk about what it's doing for the person that's reading the subject line. The next one is ask a question. A good one is, do you know why 150% instant pay sites are so popular? Asking a question is a very, very good one. What the next one is a testimonial, like Joe used this technique to make sales in 24 hours. Things like that. Another one that's great is what they call a how-to subject line, is how to generate 39,000 leads in a year, or how to build an email marketing empire. And finally, it's always a good idea to use personalized subject lines, and then using their first name or their last name or their full name. Not necessarily their last name, but their first name or their full name. That does sometimes work. There is another little tip, is statistically been proven. If you use the word video in the subject line, you will increase your conversion by 19%. And most of the instant commission sites that we're going to be concentrating on at first all have a short video right there on the sign up page. And so you can use a word like words like video or watch this video in that subject line, and then close out that body text with the same thing. Go now and watch the video. It's always good to have a call to action at the bottom of the email as a call to action, like go now and watch the video. Those are important things. Now we're going to get more involved next week in how I use Vital Viral Pro to make one change and affect hundreds of thousands of banners and text ads and URL ads also. And also with that, along that same line, is that we're going to go into much more detail on the critical elements of the body text. So the subject line is super important. So you don't want to just put anything in there. You want to take some time and look at that thing, and you also then want to make changes and watch your statistics and to see if you're going in the right direction. Sometimes you can change one word and triple your conversion. So your conversion is extremely important, because if you're getting one opt-in for every 300 views and your conversion goes to 3%, you're going to be getting one opt-in for every 33 views. So it's a big difference in your income will come along with that. But I'm going to close with, in the body text that's going to be talked about much more next week, the first thing you want to do is introduce yourself a little bit. I get the dry mouth from one of the medicines I take. And then what you want to do is you want to put an image right there, and then you want to go into the benefits. And you just want to stay with the benefits until the end of that email. So that's it for today, and we'll be back next week with the next module. Thank you very much.